afternoon, folks. Big Bo with RVs with Big Bo. I'm a little off location at Parkway RV Center. I'm over at Dad's house, and I'm going to list one of his vehicles for sale. And this is a 2014 Pleasureway Lexor TS. Dad bought this new just right about 2 years ago, right when COVID just got ramped up and going really good. And he bought this van. You got to understand my dad, the reason he bought this van was because his favorite thing, he's like me, he works 6 days a week at 65 years old. But his thing is he likes to get out on Sundays, and his hobby is driving around looking for stuff to buy. I mean, it's hilarious, guys. And this is what he used it for, because he got tired of the restaurants and the restrooms being closed. So he bought this van. He's put about 5,000 miles on it and has never even spent the night in it. This is a 2014 Pleasureway Lexor. And what Dad does, he goes out and buys cars, RVs out of people's yards. He's got a knack for just showing up and talking to somebody and buying their. He's bought homes. He owns a lot of rental houses, and he flips a lot of houses too, as well as RV business. But he just drives around, looks for stuff to buy. He sees something, he'll knock on the door, talk to the owners, and sometimes he buys them, sometimes he doesn't. He just see it sitting in their yard, not even have a for sale sign on it. And he's just got this crazy knack of doing that. My grandfather did the exact same thing when he was alive. And this is what he drove around for about 2 years on pretty Sundays. Not every Sunday, but on pretty ones when we weren't open at the lot. And he hadn't used it for a couple of months. Since everything's opened up now, he doesn't really need it, so he drives his personal vehicle. But so I'm gonna put it up for sale, guys, and I may or may not have this on the lot. He really doesn't want a lot of people crawling in and out of it unless they're serious shoppers. So if I have it there, it'll probably be locked up. You'll have to come see me or one of the salespeople to open it up. But guys, this has got 31,000 miles on it. He bought it with about 26,000 and change, and he was looking for one of these. A good buddy of his owns a large dealership down in Florida. They took this in on trade, and on a brand new van, on a new Airstream, and from the original owners. And he called Dad on it, and Dad bought it on the spot, sight unseen. But this thing is absolutely as perfect as any used camper van on the market today, guys. You can't spend a dime on this thing in repairs. You got to understand my dad, when his personal vehicles, he's got the resources, the help, the means to keep them in top-notch condition, serviced and ready to go. Everything on this van works, from every little switch to every little light. Oil change is fresh. Generator's got 10 hours on the last service. It's got 110 hours on 2.8 Onan generator. I've got it running right now. It was serviced at 100 hours, complete serviced. And it's 20 feet, 5 inches long. It's got a, I believe that is a 11-foot power awning. Pleasureway, for those of you who are not familiar with them, are pretty much one of the top-notch brands, right up there with Airstream and a Class B, even higher quality than a Road Trek. And they still make them too. And Dad's owned a couple of them over the years, and this was just probably the nicest one he's ever had as far as a camper van. Of course, he's got RVs everywhere, but like I said, this was his little cruiser, and he drove it, I think, to Florida a couple times, just for a traveling van, to go to the auctions and stuff like that, back when he went to auctions, which he doesn't do anymore. And that's it. So this is a beautiful van, not a better one out there on the market. It's got a good, I know it may seem like a high price for $14.79, and y'all pardon my chicken scratch. I'm not as good as riding on these windshields as the usual guy, but guys, NADA on this thing with no added options, just adjusting for the miles, is almost $91,000. Hang on, I'll flash that up. So you can see it's way under book, and like I said, it's probably one of the finest used camper vans on the market today. Let's look inside. For under $100,000. I mean, he doesn't smoke, no pet odors, nothing like that. Of course, I got generator running and everything on. It's all perfect. There's your awning controls. I mean, guys, this thing, all you got to do is pay for it, take it home. I mean, it's literally, only way you're going to get one nicer than this is go buy a brand new one and spend twice that or more for a brand new one. Built on a Chevrolet Express 3500 one-ton chassis. It's got the 6-liter Vortec V8 with 343 horsepower, 373 pound-feet of torque. So this thing is all kinds of power. And what's nice about these vans, a lot easier to get serviced than a big motorhome, because it's basically just like a conversion van or a cargo van as far as the front end's concerned. Everything's factory. It's got the stable track, traction control, ABS and all that good stuff. Tilt, cruise, backup camera works great. I mean, the seats are absolutely perfect. They're very, very comfortable captain's chairs. Like I said, they don't come any nicer than this. That's why he bought it. In fact, he's got quite a bit more than what we're asking for it in it. In fact, he's losing several $1,000s selling it for $79,900. But like I said, he used it for 2 years, put a few thousand miles on it. So, you know, that's to be expected. This plastic covering over all the carpet has supposedly been on this van since it was new. Supposedly. So, I mean, I can't guarantee that, but you can see underneath the carpets don't look like they've ever even been stepped on. It does have a furnace, does have a Cool Cat air conditioner with heat pump. Of course, you got the double skylights up top, and I'm 6'4", I can almost stand up in here. So I'm going to venture and say 6'2" height clearance. Beautiful Corian countertops. I think he's used that stovetop maybe once or twice. Most of the time he carries a grill on the outside, and what he'll do is he'll stop by a grocery store, get a couple of, you know, if he finds a pretty place to pull off somewhere, he'll grill out something for lunch or dinner or whatever. So 111 hours now. It just twitched over on the generator. It's got a 6-gallon DSI electric or gas water heater. Of course, got all the propane tank. It's full of gas. Well, pretty close to full. It's maybe got 1/8 of a tank used out of it. Propane's full. I mean, guys, this thing's literally ready to go. I mean, you get what you pay for with this one. Let's just say that. 3-way, 3.8 cubic foot RV refrigerator freezer, so it does run off of a propane 12-volt or straight electric shore power or generator. You do have a couch in the back that folds down. It's a power couch, and then you use these booster seats as well, and it all comes together and makes a king-size bed. Or you can just lower that sofa down. There's buttons right here underneath the thermostat, and it pretty much makes a full-size bed. So you can use it like this, or you can take these cushions right here, and you got a custom table that sits right here, and those cushions sit on top of it, and that makes you a king-size bed. So if you're just one person, this is all you need. You can set that up for 2 people if you want to. Of course, television, all that stuff's good. Blu-ray player. Even though he never used it, he makes sure everything worked on it. Cool Cat air conditioner, heat pump, 10,000 BTU if I remember right. All the books and manuals are in here. Got a little extra inverter right there if you want to run your television or something like that. Man, And it still may have some of his stuff in here. I got to go through all the drawers and cabinets and make sure it's out. And of course the bathroom. Porcelain RV toilet is a wet bath, which is the only thing you're going to get in a motorhome this small that's going to have a comfortable shower, because a lot of people don't realize when you're only talking about a 20-foot camper van, your whole shower is the bathroom. So this is, you actually get a decent sized shower for a small motorhome, because if you had a separate shower, it would take up so much of your interior storage space and you couldn't even move in it. It would be so small. So this is the only way, and still keep you some decent room in the rest of the van, to have a shower. And you don't have to take a shower in the hallway either. But here's all your tables. That's your boards for the rear. Bed, table that sits up back there. Everything's in here, all the books, manuals, all that good stuff. So plenty of reading right there if you want to take a look at it. Let's see, 31,541 miles, and not a single check engine light on it anywhere. You know, this is one that I wouldn't hesitate to buy if you want to buy something you don't have to work on. You know, fuel mileage on these things, you're going to get 14, 15 miles a gallon. It does tow 3,500 pounds, because these pleasure ways are built heavier than a road trek. So because of the extra weight of the art, which is good, because the better it's built, the heavier it's built, the better it's built. But because of that, it's going to tow a little bit less because of the extra weight of the van. So it's rated for 3,500 pounds. You know, if you want to tow like a trailer with a motorcycle or a little smart car or something like that, you know, something lightweight, you can. Do have a fantastic vent fan. Now, he didn't put solar on this because like I said, the way he was using this van, he always had the generator or the motor running at any given time, so he really had no reason to put solar in, and he never spent the night in it. Like I said, he used it for a traveling van and for a Sunday van. And like I said, that's just that's what he likes to do. I mean, he just, with everything open now, he just doesn't have any use for it anymore. So like I said, it's been sitting for a couple months. I just wanted to go ahead and just put it out here for sale. I mean, it's one of those things to him. If it sells, it sells. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's not going to hurt his feelings anyway. Either way it goes. I mean, he is losing a few $1,000s because he paid a good chunk for it because it was such a nice van 2 years ago. And it is what it is, guys. Like I said, it wouldn't bother me at all. If I was looking for something like this, I would definitely buy this. If I didn't already have a conversion van myself that we take out on Sundays, me and my wife and kid, my daughter, we'd have something like this, but just don't really have a good place for a car seat, even though technically you could put the car seat on the sofa back here because it's forward facing. So yeah, you could probably put a car seat or two in here if you needed to on the rear sofa. But anyway, guys, it does have all the seat belts here too, so you got plenty of seating in here. Like I said, these vans are just so versatile, guys. You don't even have to buy these things to spend the night in. You can use it like he did, a little day cruiser van, or weekend trip van, or traveling van, or use it to spend the night in, or whatever you want to use it for. Spare vehicle around the house, cars in the shop, use a van. I mean, you still get great fuel mileage for a motorhome anyway. But it's $79,900, not going to take a penny less, plus applicable sales tax. You've seen the book value on it. You know it's way under market value. And honestly, a van in this kind of condition with this low of miles is worth more than market value. In fact, the NADA even says that significantly lower mileage vehicles in extremely nice condition are worth more than the value stated in the NADA. Significantly more is what it says, if I remember right. But I'm not doing that. I'm trying to keep it fair. $79,900. Look them up online. They're $89,000 to $99,000 for the exact same van with more miles at other dealerships. we're still Parkway RV Center. Even though this is his personal van, he will be selling it through the dealership. So you have the benefit. If you need financing, we can help you out with that. If you've got a trade-in, we can take that. It's $79.9 plus applicable sales tax, and $100 highway impact fee, and a $40 to $50 tag and title fee to Georgia residents only. So anyway, guys, call before coming to look to make sure the van's there. If not, we'll just run you over here to his house. It's only a couple miles from the lot, so it's no big deal either way. I can either come get it, bring it to the lot, or bring you here to look at it. Or I may have it there. I don't know yet. I may drive it, keep it over there for a couple of days and just keep it locked up. Because like I said, I don't really want a lot of people going through this thing. I'm not trying to sound conceited, but this is too nice of a van to let a lot of people go through this thing that have no intentions of buying it, if that makes sense. Tons of storage. Just a nice camper van. If you're interested in this van, I'm gonna give you a couple of different numbers. You can call the main dealership, 706-965-7929, or if you just want to talk to Dad directly, you can call his cell phone number. It's 423-605-6747. He can tell you about anything you want to know about the van as well. I know this van very well because I helped him go through it. I don't mind, I'm not normally in sales, but if you want to talk to me, guys, about this van, I have no problem telling you what I know about it. I know quite a bit about it. So feel free to ask for me on this one only, guys. And I'm just doing that because it's Dad's. I usually don't do sales, but I don't mind helping you out on this one. Trade-ins accepted, and like I said, financing available with approved credit, down payment. Way under book, so it should be one that would be a decent one to get financed if you've got the qualifying credit. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Smash me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And I know this may be out of a lot of people's price range for a van. I get it. It's just that kind of vehicle. However, oh yeah, for those of you interested, that old Imperial over there, that's one my parents bought new that I bought. I want to get to work on one of these days. But I just happened to look over there and realize you can see it from here. But guys, this is a nice unit. Check it out. You're not going to be disappointed. I mean, if you come look at this thing, you come test drive it, have your checkbook ready, because you're going to want to buy it. You're going to fall in love with it when you see the condition of it, especially if you've been looking at see, so many of these Class B vans people have lived in for 2 or 3 years, and yeah, they may not have too much miles on it, but they've got a lot of wear and tear. And a vehicle this small that somebody has lived in for 2 or 3 years, especially a lot of people that only take a shower once or twice a week and they have a pet with them, it stinks. I mean, I'm very sensitive to smells, and I can tell when somebody's lived in one or traveled in one cross country. I wouldn't want it. That's just me. This one's not been. This is the older couple traded in. Dad owned it. That's it. This is just a great traveling van that's not been lived in, not been abused, and won't last long. It's $79.9. At least I don't think it will, but hey, it's nothing he has to sell. That's what he said. If it sells, it sells. If it don't, I'll keep it, and I'll try to use it every once in a while. I mean, it's nothing to him. So it is paid for. Title's in-house. Don't worry about that. Clear title, of course, and you do a Carfax. You can do whatever any kind of inspection or you want to on it, guys. It'll pass it full go. You want to have an RV inspector come out and look at it? Come on. You want to come look at it yourself? Like I said, everything on it works. I can't say that about many of them, but I can definitely say that with this one, with plenty of confidence, because I know Dad. I know how he keeps his stuff. The building behind me is where it's been stayed. Is where it stays, in that big building right there with a bunch of other of his classic RVs. That big building is where it stays when he's not using it. So it's been indoor kept, at least for the last couple of years. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it, guys. Hit that subscribe button. Smash me a thumbs up. Feel free to comment, share on social media. Feel free to call 706-965-7929. If you're interested in buying it, if you're coming a long distance, I would leave a deposit on it. And at the very least, make sure it's available. Of course, keep in mind, no deposit, no holds. First person with money that puts money on it gets it. We do take trade-ins, and again, financing available with approved credit. We can deliver anywhere in the United States for $1.50 a loaded mile one way. We don't charge for the return trip. I wouldn't hesitate. Of course, I know y'all just have my word for it, but this is one that I would buy sight unseen, no problem. In fact, that's how Dad bought it. He bought it and paid for it without looking at it, just because his buddy is an RV dealer. He told him how nice it was, and he wasn't kidding. But thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. And stay tuned for some more videos. I probably won't do another one today. It's already after 3. But Monday, I've got some really cool. I got a couple motorhomes that just came around. I got 2 motorhomes for under 30 grand, and one of them's a diesel Class A that I will be trying to film Monday. So I've got some really good values coming up. But this van is, like I said, it's you're going to look long and wide and far to find another van like this. And there's not a finer used van out there as far as condition wise than this one in any year model, and a whole lot better built than the new ones. So thank you again for watching. Look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.